Alright folks, today's a very special video. Good friend of mine, Chris, who's a fellow content creator here in town, he actually lent me his Chromecast, so now I have direct feed capture through a capture card, which means that it's less taxing on the phone. But it's actually a pretty complicated setup. I had to set up the Chromecast, and then I had to use my old splitter, which strips HDCP. As you know, pretty much all the new last gen consoles, PS4, Xbox, and the Switch, they allow you to disable HDCP, or it only turns on when you do something like go on Twitch or Netflix. But I guess the Chromecast must have HDCP or something, or at least this one does. So I haven't used this splitter in, it has to have been at least 5 years. I think the last time I really used it was back when Masara Sumeragi came out, back in 2015. It still works somehow. It's one of the splitters that strips HDCP. So I've got like the splitter. I have the splitter hooked up, and then the splitter has the capture card, has the Chromecast in the HDMI in, and then from the out it goes to the capture card. It's a complete jungle of wires, but it seems to be working. So that means when Pinnacle of Combat and other things I'm interested in playing on this platform come out, I'll be able to do direct feed. So today, to test this out, I thought I would finish up Tier 25 here. I haven't really done any RHD stuff in a long time. I've kind of just been idling and collecting potions, and that actually has worked quite well because I'm able to just kind of brute force through this. Let's go ahead and finish off this tier, just to see how things look. This game is quite laggy, just in general, so don't know how much I can really do about that, but we're going to test out Tales of the Rays after this too. Let's do a double feature today. So I bought that adapter for nothing, basically, and I'm gonna go return that tomorrow, and that'll probably, I don't know, fund something else for the channel. I might get some stuff on Tales of the Rays or here or something. Content creation's hard, folks. The only thing that sucks about this setup is this game does not work with the controller that I have. I think I might have to buy another one. I can get it to connect and everything, but it doesn't actually let me do any of the moves. I can only move the character. I'm not sure how to fix that. This feels a lot worse on the touchscreen after like 2 years of playing this on controller. Nowhere near as accurate as I was before. She just soloed the whole thing. So it looks laggy right now, that's the game. Apparently this phone that I bought has an overheating problem. So when you're doing taxing stuff like this, it gets worse.
Enemies will be eliminated. 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 Now, the darkness consumes you.
As much as he says enemies will be eliminated, I mean, she's definitely right. She can basically solo the whole thing by herself. The only bottleneck is going to be the awakening potions. Pretty easily just do it herself. I don't even need the other characters. That's how busted the Seven Knights characters are. Penalties apply to all members when including fighters who aren't attack type. Huh. Alright, well there's an easy way to fix that. That actually gives me a lot more freedom. Okay, so let's put her in there. This other edgelord guy.
Follow my path.
I like playing as Xion, so let's put him in too. It's a pretty busted team.
ならこっちだぜ
Bow to me.
It's nice having the game not crash anymore. That's definitely something I appreciate.
行くよ。
It's real irritating when this game crashes. Now it's been completely stable. The performance is about the same. However, when this phone overheats, I notice the performance gets a lot worse. I think it's just because it's such a small form factor. There's not a lot of room for the heat to actually disperse. Which is obviously something I can't fix. That's out of my control. Alright, let's get out of this tier. Then we'll check out Tales of the Race. Race does not work with the controller either. That game does not have controller support. There are apps, apparently, that allow you to map buttons to touchscreen inputs, but because you have to play the game inside the app, a lot of these games in particular, well, it'll trigger their anti-cheat. I was looking into it a couple days ago, which makes sense. You know, it's definitely stuff like that happens on PC as well. Sometimes those anti-cheats will pick up, like, the dumbest thing. Has, like, no capability of letting you cheat in any game whatsoever, but if you have it on, the game won't run. Apparently that's what happens when you use those apps.
Enemies will be eliminated. Enemies will be
Nice.
eliminated.
Sometimes I think it's good that I just parked for a month and just hoarded a bunch of potions, because now this is like no problem to get through it all. Could easily probably get up to tier 30 if I wanted to right now. I can feel on the back of the phone, it's definitely noticeably hot at the top. It's probably what's happening. I looked up some reviews of this phone, and people did mention that it has a tendency to tank the performance when you've had it on for an extended period of time. This game is also pretty poorly optimized. There's another streamer who plays this. It seems like he has a pretty high-end phone. I don't know anything about phones myself, but I know he has a pretty high-end phone and it does the same thing. It's just this phone does not have good heat distribution. Sure, I'll let this play out since I'm supposed to be entertaining. Never mind, got junk. Good old Heavy D. When's Heavy D gonna get a fist? Or junk. As always. Nothing new there. Alright, so let's check out Tales of the Rays. I'm pretty much done on here for now. I actually want to see what the next tier is, what the restrictions are. Looks like the same as always. Can I even do this right now? I'm not sure. I definitely can. I think having Vanessa there at 33 means I don't need to level up the other ones.
Bow to me.
Alright, let's close this. Let's try Raise. I know it's off-center. There's nothing I can do about that. That's just a limitation of how this works. Sorry videos haven't been that great lately, like I explained yesterday. I've been working doubles at my neighbor's house, helping with the kitties and stuff. I've got like 3 projects in my inbox right now for the channel that I've like barely touched. Things are supposed to slow down starting today, so hopefully I'll have a little bit more time for big gaming. It's not like I haven't been gaming, I just haven't been at home gaming. I'm working on Switch port reviews and stuff for this. I'm a little annoyed that I bought that adapter and that would have fixed the problem, but Google in their infinite greed blocked HDMI out. So I'm actually not capable of using that adapter I bought, so I'm gonna have to return that. Let's play this for a little bit. What's the power level requirement here? Oh, it's like nothing. Probably take Celsius out. I've been doing the banner to try to max out Judith, and just by proxy I got a lot of her really good stuff. Still got a ways to go before she's really that good, though. I don't want to get that power level up a little bit more. Total combat power. Soray's boring, but we'll put him in. I'm not sure how many more there are of these, but I've cleared the majority of them. But I'm kind of reaching a wall. Progression wall. Let's see, what do we got here? Oh no, the Poliwiggle. Stuff of nightmares. Doma Seitsan.
摂理に従うのが生きること
Not
だ
sure
と
if I
いう
can
の
clear
か
this.
これが俺の全てだ
Yeah, these guys just walk through everything. Yeah, I don't think I'm strong enough to do this.
その後彼らの行方を
Since this is basically just a bare bones LMBS game with CC system, not really a whole lot you can do about armor. Especially since I don't think any of these characters have invincibility procs on any of their moves. Not really a whole lot they can do. Need someone really busted that can do a lot of damage. Maybe Barbatos will take out one of the knights.
では行こうか。行くぞ。覚悟しろ。好きだらけなんだよ。覚悟はできたか。ワールドデストロイヤー。結果流霊。結果流霊。
Alright, got one of them. 'Or not, he's still alive somehow.
摂理に従うのが生きることだというのかこれが俺の全てだ
These guys have a ton of health.
未来は作り出すもんだ
Come on, Doma, say it, son.
作り出すもんだドーマ聖一だ地流連河だバケン終われない
Yeah, I don't think I can do this. Unfortunately, since there's not much of the battle system, we definitely are. We do hit a lot of progression walls like that. There's not really a whole lot I can do when they don't stay in the combo. They keep walking out. The classic frustrating thing in Tales games is when they just no-sell your attacks like they're not there. Always fun, right? What else can I do on here right now? Try to get some more stuff for Regal, yeah. Let's go ahead and do that. If I can get a little bit stronger with all my characters, I think I might be able to knock that one out, but right now I can't. I think the characters that have invincible moves are like some of the best in this game. What little I know of the meta, because they can really weave through crowds. None of the characters I have are privileged with that besides Yuri. I don't know why it's so laggy right now.
未来は作り出すもんだ選んだ道を信じて作り出すもんだドーマ聖一だヘッドでバック天狼弾天狼弾
その程度か。
天狼弾守護法人
守護法人。
無事に勝てたようだな。
準備いいか
魔競技大地の底力見せてやるぜ総破断天井
逃げたら向き合えないそれこそ失ってしまうだから逃げない摂理に従うのが生きることだっていうのかこれが俺の全てだ
逃さん受けてみようはあ殺撃無貢献と
バック瞬間レンガだ超破マジック
Nice.
おいおいもう終わりなのか
Not sure why it's so laggy right now. It is connected over Bluetooth. It's connected over Bluetooth through the Chromecast. Chromecast is hooked up to the splitter. Splitter's hooked up to the capture card. It's just it's a mess of wires. It's complicated, but this is the kind of stuff that happens when you're a content creator. Sometimes you have to come up with solutions to get around restrictions that you come across.
少し棚の配置を変えているか
At least I can get rid of that adapter I bought, and I can pretty much just run this, which is going to be really nice. I must say, this game is actually very very generous. I never really felt like I had to spend money on this game. It's mostly just because I wanted to. I never felt like I had to. They give you a lot of stuff for free, but you also get, you also can use paid currency, and that gives you a lot of stuff as well. This game doesn't have the cash packages that KOF has, but they do have a couple. I'm not exactly sure how they work. Let's see if I can grab some other stuff here before I sign off for today. .
この手は二度と命を殺める道具にはしないと誓った。だが戦いにおいて迷惑はかけないつもりだ。
See how busted he is. He's got 5,000 combat power. He's pretty decked out. It's gonna be a while before I can make him any stronger, though. Anyway, that's gonna do it for me. I just wanted to test this out. Seems like it's getting progressively laggier. I'm not sure if that's because of the Bluetooth connection, the crazy setup, the phone overheating, or a combination of the three. It's probably mostly the phone overheating. I notice when I charge it up that happens a lot as well. Like it'll just get really choppy for no reason, and there's very little that I can do about it. Apparently, that's just an inherent weakness of this phone. But, you know, I'm not really, I very rarely get phone calls, besides my neighbor, my aunt, and, like, my psychiatrist and my family. That's basically it. To me, this thing is basically just, it's a portable laptop, and, it suits my needs pretty well. I'm definitely frustrated that they have HDMI out block, but luckily, I do have a splitter that strips HDCP, because as you may remember, for those of you who are content creators, the PS3 infamously had HDCP, and you could not turn it off under any circumstances, so it was a lot harder to capture than all the other consoles that generation. You didn't have that problem with the Wii, or the Wii U, or the 360, any of that stuff. None of those things had HDCP, but the PS3 did, so once the PS4 came out, they actually did add the ability to strip or disable the HDCP. The only time it turns on is when you try to go into like any kind of movie-related content, like a stream or Netflix or something like that. I guess the Chromecast does have some kind of native HDCP that Google in their infinite greed does not let you turn off, but luckily I've got a splitter that strips it, so there'll be a lot more done with this in the near future. Right now I'm kind of just playing this in KOF. I did try a couple other games, but they ran pretty poorly and they didn't really interest me that much. I tried Rockman X Dive, that didn't work with my controller either. I despise playing with the touch controls. I'm going to have to find a solution for KOF, but I'll have to look into that at a later time. Obviously, it's been a very hectic week, like I said. My second job, and then my computer dying, and then getting this new phone, and having all these problems with it to get it to capture and stuff. Learning how to use the phone as well, because I'm a boomer and I don't know what I'm doing, so things should calm down soon. I've got some new projects on the way as well, so I hope you guys will stay tuned for those. I did apply for a Neo 2 PC key. My PS Plus ironically expires tomorrow, so I don't know if I'll be playing that much more. I did get pretty much all the guides out. I think at this point I might try to get to like level 750, and then from there I might just move on from it and wait for the PC port, because I can very easily use Cheat Engine and get my character back pretty easily. Probably just plow through the game. We'll see what happens. Anyway, that's it. Thanks to the people who've bared with me. I know the content hasn't been up to my usual quality standard. I haven't been doing like high-level gameplay or guides or anything, and that's just because I've been so busy. I haven't had time to. Supposedly, I think after today, I should not have to do double shifts at my kitty sitting job, so I'll have more time to crack into this other stuff. We've got a lot of things on Switch I need to get to. Scott Pilgrim came out. I got a review key for Rhythm Fighter. Cyber Shadows in about a week and a half, actually. There's an event going on here right now for the 25th anniversary of Tales, and then I think KOF is ramping up for an event as well, so lots of exciting things happening, but it'll take a while before I can get to it all. Thanks for watching.